So, real quick, on the topic of conflict avoidance, which I just talked about in my last video if you haven't already watched it. But one of the implications of that is that we end up feeling disconnected from our social circles. And it's because we're overgiving and neglecting our own needs in order to avoid that conflict, right? And you would think that by doing more for these people, it would make you feel more connected. But instead, what happens is it's almost like this repulsion because there's resentment and frustration that builds up, and then you start feeling taken for granted and used and all of those fun things. And we end up just feeling very constrained, like we can't move forward. We're held back. And when we're trying to interact and get that validation and get that love and support, if we're trying to exchange value for task, right? I value you because you do this for me. It ends up just like it's like you. Okay, in Trauma Talk Thursday, in the Aligned Life podcast, I just talked about this yesterday. We use this metaphor of the bucket, right? And you just keep shoveling things into the bucket, but if you stopped and looked, there's holes in the bucket and you're not actually filling up the bucket. It's just draining right out. And that's the same thing that happens here is because you're not whole within yourself and your container's not whole and in full integrity, it just falls right out the bottom and you're not able to feel that connection with others. So overgiving actually doesn't help you feel more connected or feel that support and love that you're seeking. But whenever you move into a more balanced state of giving, you get it. Crazy, right?